Be careful.
Gotta keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop.
Hey! Hands! Sabeel Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human. Even I make sure Erica keeps breathing. No, that honor is Sabeel Stentor's. A smart man steers clear of Stentor, and keeps himself out of the dungeon when she's having a bad day. Let's just say that the headsman's axe may not be the worst way for a Solitude jail prisoner to die. Look at that. I've told you to watch your tongue, and mine is waggling. I've said enough. You are free to leave.
Unless we have specific business, I'm not interested.
Soldiers win wars, but where to put them is the key. Thane Bryling.
The Imperials are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim. I'm a Thane. In the future, you may want to gain that information before talking with someone. Risk of looking like an idiot and all that. Good. We wasted enough time here.
Folks at court won't admit it, but Sabeel Stentor stares
Watch your
me
feet.
down.
We just clean there. Please, don't interrupt the court.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. Those strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hathingar's people will always be safe under my rule.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragonbridge is under Imperial control. This is
I
likely
can always
superstitious
find time
nonsense.
to share a word with a warrior.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
Be quick. I have If I needed something from you, you would know it. Not really. Varnius Junius is a fool. I'm sure nothing will come of it. I suppose if you're truly interested, you could talk to Falk. He's the better safe than sorry type. I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day. Ulfric showed up at the Gates of Solitude, requesting an audience. We thought he was here to ask Torygg to declare independence. By the time we realized Ulfric was here to challenge Torygg, it was already too late. By Nord custom, once the challenge was issued in court, Torygg had no choice but to accept. Had he not, Ulfric would have had cause to call a new moot and a new vote for High King. Torygg had some martial training, of course, but it mattered little that day. When Ulfric's lips parted, when he unleashed the power of the Thu'um, that shout, That ancient and terrible tongue ripped Torg asunder. I was a member of the court during the reign of Torg's father. It was Torg who appointed me to the position. I like to think I've aged well. I'm certainly wiser than I once was, and I know when one should speak, and when one should hold their tongue. Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution. I don't expect you to be capable of even that. Vampires are clever hunters.
Do you have business with the court? You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work. Feel free to return to me with
If
questions.
you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward. A question I am all too familiar with. One my very Thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have? Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torg was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen. Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.
Time to finish this!
Come on, fight back. You're outmatched. I love a challenge. You need to do
You're
better than
outmatched.
that. You can't defeat me.
Enjoy this last breath.
Oh no!
I'll mount your head on my wall!
Let me guess.
Staying out of trouble, kinsman?
Papa says I won't see Rob here anymore. But he wouldn't tell me why not.
The Divines saved me from the streets.
You wouldn't have a
They
few
saved
minutes to
you
run down to
from
the
times
docks,
as
would
well.
you? Trouble on the roads and cities means
Good
less
luck.
calm. Seems like a tough time to be wandering Skyrim.
I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
Welcome to Bits and Pieces. I'm sure you'll find what you need here. Viren said you got here just before the execution. Must have been a lovely first sight. What are you doing that for? You know, you've got a certain fire in your eyes. Just like my Beerend. Please, feel free to look around. We've got a bit of everything. What are you doing that for? Welcome. Look around. We've got everything you could want in life. At least, that's what Beerend always tells me. Careful with that. Some might call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Baron's my husband. He works the forge up at Castle Dower. I barely see him nowadays, what with him filling orders for the army. No, that was an ugly Between you and me, he wasn't even that good a king. All of those rambling speeches about the Empire this and the Empire that. Be careful! Huh? Need something? Come back to bits and pieces anytime. Don't even think about it.
Papa says I won't see Rogvir anymore. But he wouldn't tell me
You're
why
passing
not.
through Solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes? It's easy. My sister Deeja and I are treasure hunters. I knew with the war, we have the Solitude Lighthouse. What an... Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse, don't worry about them. We'll make sure they wash up safe. Maybe they'll even pay us for their heroic rescue from their sad crash.
You were there for Rogvir's execution. Perhaps, but necessary. My cousin Furus, she wouldn't have to be there at all. And my aunt wouldn't have to worry about her daughter. You really don't. He lets Ulfric's Stormcloak escape south. Most people, if you're not interested in music or drink, you can at least talk to Corpus.
My papa says
he
I'm
can fill you in on
gregarious.
any of the
Gotta
latest
keep my
gossip.
eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel. As steward, I serve as... I also handle the less... Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the Keep. There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here's your reward. Maven Blackbriar is the owner of the... We're pleased to have her in Riften. I'd hardly call them a... In fact, I wouldn't say they were a threat at all. No, our resources should be spent on preparations for invasion.
Soldiers win wars, but where to put them is the key.
You're welcome in Riften.
Welcome
As
to
long as you
Riften,
continue
traveler.
to obey our
I hope
laws.
the road fared well for you. We're all eager to see them brought to justice. Maven Blackbriar has assured me that they're being dealt with appropriately. As one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration. Sadly, they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been rid of them all. Good journey to you.
What do you need?
My food is the best in all of Skyrim. I picked up a trick. He showed me I'm always looking to replenish my supply. Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Some fresh meat to fill your belly, perhaps? Perfect. Just... And as promised, here's my trade. Hope you like it.
Oh, it's you. To extort more from...
Fairest price and the highest quality in Skyrim.
I'm the heavy hitter around here. When someone needs pushing around, I'm the one they send in.
Everything all right?
now. That's it! We're pushing them back!
If you're buying, go on in. Otherwise, shove off. If you're buying, go on in. Otherwise, shove off.
Get away from me. Love that.